6 and 7 figures in the coaching business, the training business, you're a mentor, you're an author, you're a speaker, you want to know how to do this. I'm going to talk about something that I haven't quite worded it this way, but I saw a quote on a YouTube video that really inspired me. It's by Stephen English. It's a TEDx that he did. And it said, finding joy by disappointing others. And the truth is, for you to have success financially, you're going to disappoint other people. You are going to upset other people. You are going to make people very disappointed. Now, you're going to make a lot of people happy, your customers. A lot of them are going to be happy and joyful, but there will be people, 5% of everybody, if you're in business, that are going to be disappointed, pissed off, upset. They hate your guts. They don't like what you're doing. They're tired of it, and they want to make sure that you pay for your wickedness. And I see this all the time. I see this constantly in business. And one of the number one things that stops people from building a business is they're terrified of disappointing others. They're terrified of it. Usually this comes from childhood trauma, or it comes from a relationship with a spouse, a boss, friendships, where you disappointed somebody and your safety was threatened. And so we fear disappointing other people because we're projecting that past situation into business. So we say, okay, my business, my life, I'm going to be threatened if other people are disappointed. So I need to please everybody and make everybody happy. You want to know what's going to actually please your clients? You want to know what's actually going to bring joy and wow the people that you work with in business? Is by not worrying about disappointing them. By not caring if people are pissed off. Literally. What will actually not wow people is constantly tiptoeing, walking on eggshells, and being afraid of making mistakes. And so if you want to build a 6 or 7 figure business, this is a mindset shift that you got to get to. You got to get to the place where you're not worried about what do other people think about me. Am I going to say the wrong thing? Am I going to mess up? Am I going to speak out of turn? Am I going to upset people? Is this going to work out? Is this not going to work out? Am I going to lose money? Is my spouse going to hate me? Are people not going to like me? Are my kids going to think I'm neglecting them? All of this crap that is in our head, this stuff that we come up with, that we convince ourselves is good because life has beaten it into us, because life has forced us into this place. To never disappoint others, to never upset anybody, to never make anybody upset. And so when you go about building a business and you're so worried about, am I disappointing other people? We are operating out of this framework that comes from childhood, living our life trying to recreate and make our parents like us to create a safe environment because you want to pay your bills, you want to pay for your family, you want things to go well for you. And so for you to actually be successful in business, you have to stop being afraid of disappointing others. You have to remove the fear of making people mad at you. You have to get rid of worrying about people being upset with you completely. And most people are going to be wowed by you, most of them. But there's going to be 5% that literally are so beyond angry, they get violent. Death threats, literally. I'm serious. If you're a coach or trainer and you go to the level 7 figures, 8 figures, all of my 8-figure clients have received multiple death threats. They have. It just comes with the territory. It just comes with the territory. It doesn't and so you have to develop thicker skin, and you can't worry about what other people think. You're not going to please everybody. People will literally send in a death threat because you charged $27 and you didn't give them 100 hours of one-on-one time together, and they think that you're a criminal that needs to pay, and they will make you pay with physical violence, and they will threaten it. Literally what happens. Literally what goes on. And then if you've lived your life where you came out of a violent relationship, we have a lot of women that have had that, a lot of men that have had that, and then you come into business, you're trying to avoid entering into situations that remind you of your trauma from your childhood in business. And so we tiptoe around. We're so cautious. We're so afraid. We're so scared of saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing, upsetting anybody, disappointing anybody, making anybody mad. And we think that's how we should live our life. We think that's how we should operate. Well, that's the furthest thing from the truth. And so one of the biggest things that actually helped me not be afraid of disappointing other people, by the way, I disappoint people all the time. I disappoint my wife all the time. I disappoint my clients all the time. I disappointed a client this morning, and I disappointed my wife twice this morning. I talked to my wife about this. She said, I'll be disappointed, but I'll get over it. See, it's a toxic, unhealthy behavior to be afraid of ever doing anything wrong. And that's how I lived my life for years. Terrified of ever doing anything wrong and upsetting somebody. I wouldn't even speak this message because I know there are some people that me even saying that I disappointed my wife this morning, they think I'm the worst human on planet Earth because of that. Makes me look bad. They would never want to learn from me. Great. I don't want to teach you. I'm not the person for you. I help people make 7 figures and 8 figures as coaches and trainers, like my client Rick, like my client Joshua. But I'm not for everybody. And I'm not going to please everybody. And I'm not going to make everybody happy. I'm not supposed to. And neither are you. If you're a coach, if you're a trainer, if you're an author, if you're a mentor, you're going to piss people off. Very small percentage of them. Very small percentage, but they will be vocal. See, that's the crazy part. They're very vocal. The ones who are like really angry. And to be honest, you're not going to do things perfect in life. You can't go through your life expecting to do everything perfect and thinking that that's a possible standard for living. You will be so distracted and caught up in your head, overthinking and terrified of things going wrong that you will never do anything of substance, anything of value. That's what was going on in my life. I was constantly living based on always pleasing everybody, always making everybody happy with me. And I wasn't fulfilled in life. And so your joy, your happiness, and your success comes from and through disappointing, upsetting, and angering and making other people mad at you. Literally. We don't do it on purpose, obviously. I didn't want to disappoint my wife this morning when I... let me explain when I say disappointed my wife this morning. I forgot to fill up the ice maker when she had asked me to because I was on my phone. Great. Sorry, honey. Did it. I made a note of it. Maybe I was a little too distracted this morning. I was focused on something else. I'm not perfect. We don't need to be perfect. Perfect people are boring. I don't want to be around perfect people, and I don't want any of them to come looking to work with me because I can't help them. I mess up all the time. I make a ton of mistakes all the time. I disappoint people all the time. And that has made me more successful by not being terrified of other people being mad at me, by other people being disappointed in me, and thinking that I have to do everything perfect. And when you get this in your life, it will unlock so much of your potential that has been laying dormant for you, okay? Listen, if you're a coach or trainer and you want to know, how do I make 6 or 7 figures? I'm doing a live event for 5 days this next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to walk you through the whole game of what it takes. Everything, how to get clients, how to find your niche, how to build a coaching business that makes 6 figures. And I want to help you get to that place as well. So the link is on this post. I'll see you in there. We'll talk soon. Have a good one, everybody.